Moving now from Rajasthan to Jammu and Kashmir, where we're receiving reports that data shared with security forces, investigation and intelligence agencies in Feb this year has hinted at a push in terror activities in Jammu, given an upward trend in infiltration into the region. This is according to data that has been compiled by the centre. Essentially, there's been a rise in the movement of terrorists in Jammu compared to last year, indicating that since Feb, it seems to be the preferred spot, according to the analysis of multiple agencies. In specific, you have a multi-agency center, the MEC. It's the highest body to coordinate with the security grid of the country. And it has made each of these revelations. Now, it says, according to that same report, that there are now fewer terrorists that are being noticed in the Valley region in comparison to Jammu, which is obviously next door and has seen an upward tick in their movement. This is some of the data that's come through in that report. My colleague Ankur is with us right now to bring us more context on this story. Ankur, our audiences may remember that over the last few months, one of the things that we've highlighted is repeated attacks on migrants and citizens of the area by militants and terrorist outfits in this region. Is that related to this report that's just come out?
Yes, in last almost 1.5 years, Jammu region has seen various rare operations by Indian Army as there were multiple inputs of terrorist movement in the region. In last 1.5 years, we have seen multiple attacks also, which include the terror attack where terrorists have attacked army, 9 army jawans, and they killed them. And recently the Punch operation where 5 jawans have been killed. So according to the assessment of inputs data shared by the intelligence, investigation and security forces, this is the data of February, it showed an unusual trend which is going upwards. It means that the terrorist movement in the region is going up. And this is not very usual. So according to the data, if we compare to the last year, right now, in this year, the total number of terrorists were approximately 53. 17 were in Valley and 36, which used to be a safe zone, was much higher than the Valley, which
Ankur,
is
I just need to ask you to stay with us. So stay with us for a second. We have former DGP of Jammu and Kashmir, SP Vaid, who's with us. Sir, good morning. Thank you for joining us here on CNN News 18. Sir, let's take a step back from the details we're bringing our audiences. I want to ask you for your larger analysis. What are the trends you spot? How do you interpret this information?
See, there is a requirement of maintaining very high alert in whole J&K, but particularly in Jammu region. After you heard what Bilawal Bhutto said in his press conference when he had come for Shanghai foreign ministers meeting, he openly threatened that we will do something which you will repent. I, in fact, tweeted on that today only, how a foreign minister of a neighboring country comes here and threatens openly. And otherwise also that we need to be very, very alert till G20 meeting is over. I think Dr. Jaishankar rightly termed him as a spokesperson and promoter of terrorism. What Bilawal Bhutto was doing here. So you see the trend of last 1.5 year, ever since there was an attack on the army in October 2021. You have seen series of events, attacks where we have lost our army men and other security personnel. We had an encounter in Sidra in Jammu, Sunjma in Jammu, Udhampur bus attack. So Jammu region is being increasingly targeted. And
Sir, can I ask you,
you
know, you're talking about, and you've highlighted for us right now what the data shows, which is that there has been an increase in the Jammu region. I just want to understand from you, has the police made the necessary shifts already? Are there more shifts to make in terms of the kind of the deployment that they have across Jammu and Kashmir based on this data?
Yes, you see, police is taking all the steps which are required, but what is problem in Jammu region is last 15 years there has been virtually no terrorism in Jammu region for about 14-15 years till October 2021 when all this started. I think we need to redeploy our resources in Jammu, particularly in Jammu region, without thinning any deployment in Kashmir, because in Kashmir, after having lost their thousands of cadres and the weapons after we started Operation All Out in 2017, when I was DGP and General Sandhu was the corps commander, and that has been continuing till date. We were very, very successful. But once Pakistan realized that they are losing the cadres and weapons, that's why there was a shortage of weapons and cadres in Kashmir, and then they started this targeted killing phenomena of last about 2 years. Even that has been controlled to a large extent. The separatist politics has been contained by concerted effort of NIA and all the security forces. The ecosystem has been demolished to a large extent in Kashmir Valley. So I think taking advantage of lesser deployment and other factors being near to LOC and IB, the Jammu region is being attacked, and that's why you're seeing this trend, particularly in Rajouri Punch.
Okay.
And we need to be rethinking of reviving our special operation groups, even RRs, even deployment of paramilitary forces. I think we need to have a fresh look in this. I'm sure police and army and security forces must be taking the necessary steps for this.
Okay, all right. Sir, thank you for bringing us that context.